we'll just get off this crap and we'll go talk about what you guys really want to hear about, the porn.
Everybody wants
That's exactly what it was, though.
Yeah,
it wasn't, normally when you're like watching scenes like that, you're like, okay, so we're going to see a relationship at its most vulnerable, most intimate,
personal moment.
Because that's where you relate, is in those moments. And so we finally get to that, and it's
porn.
Yeah, and it was filmed like it too. Like we had all like these really artistic shots and like close-ups and stuff until that happened, and then it was like a shaky handheld of some creepy dude purring in.
It probably was a creepy dude.
Yeah, and then what they were doing wasn't necessarily. It didn't feel.
It was filmed by a straight guy. You can definitely tell that because they would.
It was like really bad porn.
I don't even know how. Like they would start out in one position, and then for some reason stop when they're both just having fun with it, and then they would like flip over and turn.
No, we have to go to page 94 of the Kama Sutra, and this is what we have to do now. Like, if it was working for you, if you
go for
the crazy position that you've gotten yourself into,
reaching around like,
and if it feels good, and you're managing to not
cramp,
not hurt yourself, and it feels good, and you're
carpet burn,
and you're building up, why would you
stop?
I mean, I get it's an awkward position, and I could have been like, "Oh, my arm is cramping. Can we change it up a little bit?" That would have made sense. But they literally, in this 15-minute long scene, that might be an exaggeration. They were just popping around like, we'll do this now, we'll do this now, we'll do this now. I was like,
maybe
if it works, why stop?
Maybe it was snippets of
I don't know.
encounters, but it's like, why show that?
It wasn't encounters. It was one.
Yeah, but
one evening.
What? Yeah, but was it one position and then happy dance and then happy dance?
We're suddenly gonna PG it to happy dance.
There could be kids watching. I have kids that follow me, so I have to.
Okay. Well, I apologize about my foul language.
Even though I show porn on my blog.
That's probably why they follow you.
Yeah,
like, yay, we can actually see this stuff. I don't know.
Anyway, okay, so they do one position, and then they have an orgasm, and then they swap to like another one, and then they have.
But they didn't really show that. It was just boom, we're gonna do this and then this and this and this. And that's not
like
even
a porno.
And then some of the positions they were in was like
cliche.
Very. It was.
That didn't even look like it was.
Now I won't like totally shut that down. For some people can get it to work for them, and totally jealous of them. But
you don't have to do that though. Like it doesn't have to be in every.
It doesn't have to be in every movie. That is not the go-to.
Like
it's not the go-to position.
I don't really mind watching it, but at the same time, it doesn't have to be in like every single.
It literally is every single. It's in every single lesbian porno too.
I know.
It's very. It is the. We don't watch porn.
I don't watch porn.
You have a not porn.
It's not porn. See?
Okay. Anyway. But I feel that they took a bunch of cheap shots with it. Mm-hmm. They're wanting to give us this like real portrayal of this relationship, and then cheaped out.
They didn't talk like throughout the whole thing.
Who has silent sex?
They didn't like talk to each other.
Words are okay. This is an intimate moment.
Or say, hey baby, just keep on going.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay, that's not
also
what I say, but
also on that subject, it is okay to laugh and have fun.
God, yeah.
It just looked like
there's a question that's coming up. That's
okay. Well, we'll get to that apparently.
I'll tell you.
It seemed. seemed really awkward and like,
They
why
didn't
would you? And then they would just stop and move to. And I was like, but if it somehow you made that work, why were you?
They looked like it was working for them, and then they just stopped and moved
on. Yeah, it just it was kind of almost insulting, I think.
I was insulted
When we got to that part, and then I don't know. They had one really good scene, one really good making love scene.
Oh,
when
and
they're in
they
the
were
bedroom,
talking,
and they were talking, and they were actually
caressing
acting
each
like they
other.
were
Yeah.
a real, like it was an actual moment that
Yeah.
we were hoping to see,
I
and
did
they
like
actually
that scene.
did that one. Yeah,
I did like that scene.
but that was out of 3 hours.
It was that one scene.
It was that one scene, which I think should be telling enough.
I
And it was the
do.
last time we see them have sex.
Which is kind of sad then.
Yeah.
Because it took us through their whole relationship, essentially. And the very last one,
No, it took us through like the start of the relationship.
yeah.
And then it cut like 7 years, we assume, to like where their relationship fell apart. We didn't even get like the
hair
nitty-gritty.
color was definitely an
That's how you know.
indication.
When
Yeah.
her hair color changes, it gets worse.
Yep. There's like the first half, and okay, when you see her hair blue, that's the honeymoon period. When the blue just boop, and she's a blonde, run, because that's when the
crap happens.
Shit-
That's when it gets
shit
very
happens.
very cliche with it all.
Yeah.
I felt like it was just one cliche on top of another. Because when you
Every-
start off, she's the pretty girl who doesn't realize that she's pretty, and she'll like everything but the one thing that you like, and like doesn't believe that
The hard rock.
that people want her. Yeah. And then it turns into the cliche relationship, and it just built upon itself. Like it was just one slap after another. We won't get into the slapping.
Oh my gosh, but I do want to talk about her hair.
Okay.
That was my favorite part of the whole movie,
What's the hair?
was Adele's hair.
Okay.
That shit was amazing.
Okay.
She brushed it once.
Yeah, at like
That's
the
the
very
very
end of the movie.
movie.
So we
And
know she
then-
brushed her hair.
And we saw her shower once. So she,
Oh, yeah.
so
So
she
we know
did
she's-
shower.
We know she takes,
Once.
she has hygiene.
But oh my god, her hair was so pretty. 'Cause
Okay,
it's
yeah, she had really good hair.
wind-blown, And it
It's
It
very
kind
casual.
of-
Like she doesn't take care of it. But
like,
it just looks good.
it kind of matured along with the movie.
Well, they were
And
trying to make her look older, so
I know.
I think the hair was just
Yeah.
a trick of that. But
Oh
it was
my
good
God,
hair. It was good hair.
Her hair. How she could get it all windy and just poofy and like it looked perfect. And then I just wanted to run my fingers through it, but very slowly because I'm pretty sure it's
Slowly.
tangled. But
Here, let me just.
but I just wanted to touch her hair. I would think about like long, windblown hair. It's nice.
Okay.
And then it's like a
Doesn't
bone
happen for
bun.
me.
I don't know.
Windblown
Probably
hair.
some windblown.
No, when I have
Lots.
product in it, it doesn't move.
Mine moves all over the place.
I actually changed product. I feel like we should just take a break for a second and talk about my hair.
Okay, go for it.
I used to use like really strong stuff, and one time I hugged my mom and my hair cut her on the inside of her nose.
No way.
Yeah, it was. She still makes jokes about it, like I don't know, but now I use a totally different product, and it's like really soft and smooth now, while looking like it's not, and there are no casualties.
It cut her nose.
It did. I don't
know. No way.
I don't know how, but
I
yeah,
don't
she.
know how.
Yeah, there was blood.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I cut her nose.
She could have sued you.
She's my mother. That
So,
doesn't mean anything.
That doesn't mean shit because she could have sued you and then you would have had to.
I
you
changed
would
hair
have had
products.
to go to court and be like, I'm
sorry, Your Honor.
I'm sorry.
My hair.
My
I didn't
hair
want to be
product.
hugged. I mean, what more do I have to do? No,
You had
but
to say that in court.
this didn't happen. People, I didn't have to go to court for this.
I've never put.
But I did
products
change my
in
hair.
my hair
I did
before.
change my hair product.
I don't style my hair. I just wake up. And I don't brush mine either. I am Adele, except less poofy and and hot.
Oh man. Alright, so what would we say is like, we've talked about what we didn't like with the movie.
What did we like? We did like that one sex scene.
But only because that one actually seemed to fit.
Yeah. Anything else we liked? I did like her glorious hair.
I'm kind of glad that we started with this one on the sense that it's now out of the way.
Thank God.
But on the other hand, I don't feel that it was a good movie. Well, it could have been better.
I think the potential.
It did have a lot of potential.
But a lot of things have a lot of potential.
This is true. Glee had a lot of potential, and look how that ended up. I don't think that Blue is the Warmest Color is a go-to movie to make you feel better about your sexuality.
And to help you learn about your sexuality.
Yeah. Just because it has like crazy sex scenes in it, you're not really getting anything to help.
Besides lubricants. But other than that, I don't think no.
If you want to watch Blue is the Warmest Color, go for it. Nobody's stopping you from watching the movie.
Except me.
But not physically stopping you from watching the movie. Just
I want to, but
it is what it is. I don't really think we can say much more without like just absolutely shredding it apart.
I think we already did shred it apart. I feel kind of bad.
We can do it worse, but
I kind of feel bad.
After hearing all the stuff that I hear about Blue is the Warmest Color, what I've seen on the internet and things like that, I don't think it was as critically acclaimed as it was. I was more disappointed in it than I was.
It won awards. Like I'm pretty sure it did, right? Yeah. I don't know.
I'll have to Google more next time before we watch it.
We needed to be more prepared because we could have been eating spaghetti. Like
I know we missed a comedic opportunity to be eating spaghetti awkwardly on camera, like in the movie. But I felt that pizza was better experience for you because
I got it delivered for the first time, and
she lives in the middle of nowhere, people.
I do. And
for us to get together to do this, she has to drive a while. Therefore, I should feed you every time.
Oh,
I should pay you in
I will be here
food
every single day.
Okay.
If we can get pizza delivered every day.
I can get other things delivered to my house, like sandwiches and.
You have sandwiches here too?
That can be delivered, yeah. I live in the city. Okay. We're not as progressive as New York.
Well,
but we get pizzas delivered.
I do not. I get mail delivered.
You're lucky, because.
Do you not get mail delivered?
No, we get mail delivered.
Oh, okay.
You have to drive 30 minutes into civilization
to check my mailbox.
Seriously? Is your
no?
Oh, I was about to go. Why?
What the fuck do you think I'm doing? Like, drive? I've
been in your neck in the woods, and that's a legitimate saying, neck in the woods.
Neck in the woods.
Because she lived in the middle of nowhere, and I broke. This is how I know where she's from. I broke down there once. And had to get towed, and like the nearest Walmart was like an hour away, and I could afford, but I didn't really want to pay that much money to get towed that far. And I was like, well, we'll take you to this little tire shop, and I felt like I was in like the movie Wrong Turn or something.
I love that movie. Yeah.
Your neck of the woods feels like that. And I was legitimately scared for my life.
There's a lot of people there
that are like that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, see, it was a legitimate. But so I get dropped off at this tire place, and the only other thing in this area is a Shell station that looks like it's run down, but she swears it wasn't.
No.
And a Baptist church right across the street.
That's all you need in life.
I got that tire changed so fast. I was out. Out.
You could have said, "Hey."
I stayed on the phone the entire. I was terrified.
It wasn't that bad. I mean,
but the people I was terrified.
I think it's more the people.
I'm not like conventionally socially acceptable looking.
Yeah.
And so I was like, if I stay on the phone, maybe I won't get knifed.
Yeah, because I can pass for straight. So, because I feel like I've been playing a straight girl for like 24 years.
I don't think that how you look should matter.
It shouldn't matter, but it does. So.
Because I don't look straight,
Mm.
but I've been married.
Yeah. Stereotype?
Busted. Yeah.
I said broken. You're supposed to.
We're not
Oh God.
in tune yet.
Okay.
Next video.
Yeah.
Okay. So to summarize our experience of watching Blue is the Warmest Color.
No.
I agree with her. It would not be the movie I would recommend for people to just watch. But if you want to see it and you haven't seen it, go for it. But just know going into it that it's not the best representation that you could be watching on TV.
I think it's more for people who just don't give a shit about representation. Like they just want to see two girls
Then just go and
kissing.
on, what is that, Xtube or YouPorn or whatever it's called, and just do that. YouPorn.
How do I know that?
I don't know.
Because
How did I
don't
not know
watch
that from the
porn.
get-go?
Oh, because a lot of people link
Oh, okay.
porn, and I'm like,
Basically,
okay,
if you just want to watch two ladies kissing and doing the positions that you essentially will see in the movie, you don't have to go through watching that movie. It's just go to a website.
or to
Click that you're 18 years or older.
or a Tumblr blog, because there's
This is
a lot
true.
of porn
We're
on
gonna
it.
plug that in, yeah. So I don't know. I try not to reblog porn.
Really? Why? Did
I just haven't.
oh well,
I mean, I see it on my dash all the time because I follow you.
you're welcome.
Thank you. But I don't hit reblog. I'm just like, oh, I appreciate this.
Well,
Scroll through.
I don't really get
I write it,
turned
though.
on by it. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
I don't have to reblog it, but I write it. So maybe that's why I don't reblog it.
I need to
It's like,
go read.